it's recording. So, hello and thank you for your time. First of all, how do you feel?
Too warm.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah. But very happy about the set. The set was amazing, and it's always amazing to play Hellfest. It's one of my favourite festivals. So
Really?
Yeah, it was a very emotional show. I enjoyed it so much. I've never played in front of so many people before, so it was really, yeah. I don't know. I'm still kind of looking for the right words.
Okay. Thank you. I'm really happy to be in interview because before I saw you like third time, so yeah, I'm like a bit of fangirl. So a few hours ago you played on the temple stage. How was this show for you?
the last time,
Yeah,
this time,
today.
today, oh, it was amazing. Like it's always amazing to play in front of so many people, and yeah, it was just a surreal experience. I don't know. How did you feel?
Yeah, surreal is a good description. Yeah. As I said, I'm still looking for the right words to describe it. It's hard. Yeah.
I can understand. So, what does playing at the Hellfest means for you and for the band? Because it's, like you said, a huge festival, and it can be quite impressive. This is some.
It feels like a huge achievement almost, because when we started we were playing small clubs in front of no one, and now we get to play Hellfest for the second time. So
Here, that under the banner, it's like maybe 8,000 people. So
oof, well, I mean, yeah, from eight people to 8,000 people, that's quite an achievement, I think. So
maybe you want to add something?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Or what was it was still the same question, right? I'm
Maybe
sorry.
if you want to add something to the question, to the answer.
No, but I'm sorry.
Does playing Hellfest mean for you or for the band?
what does it mean for you?
Oh, well, as I said, for me personally, it was the biggest show I've played in my life because I've never played in front of so many people. And so that was really emotional, and it's also my first time being at at this festival, and I like it very much. So I've been here yesterday, and I had a walk around, and yeah, so it's something really special, and I'm really happy to be here and to see it.
For me too, to be honest. So, how did you get prepared for the show? Like maybe doing some rehearsal or playing before?
You can answer.
I can, yeah. We have session musicians from different parts of Europe, so we don't really do rehearsals because it would be really complicated to kind of fly everyone into one place. But we all know the songs, so we usually decide on a set that we will be playing, and then everyone just rehearses on their own, and then we meet and play the show.
We didn't rehearse before this.
It was just a question. Don't say to me. It's not all my questions. So, according to what I found on the internet, Saor means free and unconstrained, without obligations, in Scottish Gaelic. How do you link the band's name and the music you play?
I like the meaning behind the band name because I feel that I'm not constrained to like one genre. Like I feel people tag us as atmospheric black metal or whatever, but I feel we have a lot of folk metal, a lot of Celtic metal, we have some post-rock, post-metal elements. So I feel like free just means being free in what you're doing, and also it relates to the themes of the band, being nature, being free in nature, and being free in every way. Like so, that's kind of what that means.
That means the band is connected to nature, maybe?
Definitely. I mean, that's one of the main driving forces behind the lyrics and the album covers and stuff like that, like Scottish nature. I mean, you won't feel any freer in your life until you go to the Highlands and stand with no one around you, just the wind and the rain.
I didn't haven't had the chance for the moment to be in Scotland, but maybe once.
One day.
I hope. It seems it's quite beautiful.
Yeah.
Your latest album, Origin, is out for almost a year now. How do you feel about this album?
I'm very proud of it. It's quite different to the previous albums. It's a bit more shorter. It's better produced than the last albums. Some people would say it's a bit more mainstream than the last albums, but I'm very proud of it. But I know it kind of split the fan base a bit because some people prefer the raw production of Aura and Guardians to the more clean production of Origins. But yeah, I'm very proud of it and I'm very happy with how it did. And I mean, we played Origins today and it's a great song to play live. So yeah.
During 22 and 23, you were able to play some of Origins song on stage. How was the audience feedback?
They really enjoyed it, but as always, people want to hear the old school stuff. So we played maybe like 3 or 4 Origin songs, and then we did maybe 2 or 3 old songs from Aura, Guardians, and Roots. But yeah, I like the fact we've got a massive amount of songs we can choose from to play live. In the future, we'll probably play some other Origin songs, but at the moment, playing Hellfest, for example, it was good to get a song from every album. Well, apart from, did we play a Forgotten Paths song? Yeah, apart from Forgotten Paths, but we tried to like squeeze in a lot of different albums, songs, on a festival set to make it diverse and different.
I'm approaching because...
No, that's alright.
Is a bit. So maybe you have a favorite song on this album, or the one you enjoy the most to play on stage?
Origins, the self-titled one, I think.
Because of the title?
Yeah. And it's just fun to play.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's fun to play. It's a good opener, I think.
Why is it fun to play this song?
Because it's just, I think it's a good opening song to a set, and it gets you in the mood for the rest of the set, I suppose. And the outro is so epic, I feel. That's when you start really getting into the set, is the outro. So yeah, that's my favourite. You've only played Origins anyway?
From the Origins album.
From the Origin album.
So that's actually the only song I played from the current album. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to play some more of the songs, but who knows? Maybe
in the
future.
Maybe. What was your creation process for Origin? Was it different from the previous one? Because you said maybe it was more clear, or it sounds different, I think.
Yeah. It was more influenced by, well, during COVID and during like lockdown, I listened to a lot of kind of heavy metal bands, and I really got into heavy metal for some weird reason, and I was never a big heavy metal fan, so listening to Iron Maiden and stuff like that, and I don't know, I just wanted to do something about, I know my songs are very long, I wanted to do some short songs and see how it went with cleaner production, but still with the elements that made Saor what it is as a project. So yeah, that was kind of the thinking behind that. Just kind of influences during COVID kind of made its way onto the album. Solos and stuff, which yeah, some people like, some people didn't, but hey, whatever.
You can't enjoy everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So, as it was 1 year now, did you already maybe begin to work on new material, maybe new songs or album?
Yeah, I've been working on new material now. It's more in the vein of the old stuff, maybe Aura, a little bit of Forgotten Past, a little bit of Roots. It's more sort of the first 3 albums kind of style. So yeah, I'm working on demos, but nothing coherent yet. So hopefully next year I'll have something new. I hope. Don't quote me on that, but I hope.
Okay. Okay, we have time. Even if you are the thinking head of Saor, the band welcomes a new session musician. How do you work with them to bring your music to life?
Well, I've worked with loads of session musicians, and I just feel that I can write the sort of skeleton of the song, the basics, and other people can add to it, because I can't play drums, I can't play tin whistle very well, I can't play bagpipes, so she's the expert, she can play all these things, and she's going to be working on the new stuff with me.
I love bagpipes.
Yeah.
Me too.
And
Yeah, but I can play.
so these, like, all the session musicians add their own touch to the songs, and that's kind of what makes it unique, I think.
So you said something about heavy metal and Iron Maiden, and do you also plan to see some bands today?
Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Iron Maiden, and
Every band told me that.
yeah, and maybe tomorrow. I'm here tomorrow, day off, so I'll probably come later at night to see some bands. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to go and see, but there's a lot of good headlining acts. So yeah, I'll probably Iron Maiden's definitely my number one to see, and they played the last time we played Hellfest, so it's kind of cool to be able to see them again.
Everyone.
Iron Maiden rules though. So.
Yeah. I have two questions to add to the list, because I see that you turn a lot with Gar's Beard in the past. How do you feel connected to his music? I'm curious.
Believe it or not, I never really knew much about his music before we toured. I knew he was a singer for Gorgoroth, and Gal's Words, the band, and I'd only heard maybe one song, so I checked out the album. It was a really good album. He did an EP, I think. Yeah, so I never really knew much about it until I kind of went on tour with him, and Gal is a really cool guy, and really friendly guy, and loves wine. So he spoke to me about wine a lot, and let me try some different wines, because I drink beer. I'm a beer drinker, so I don't drink anything else apart from beer. But he let me try some sort of.
We are in France.
Yeah.
Try some wine.
Nah,
Some on the backstage.
we have some backstage, yeah, but no, I just stick to beer, and he let me try some like sort of IPA infused wines and stuff.
I like the IPA.
Yeah. So I tried it as IPA infused wine stuff, and it was let me try them. But yeah, that was really cool. And obviously, I know he's a legend in black metal, so it was an honour to be in on that tour.
And after touring with him now, what do you think about his music?
Whoa, the band were amazing every night. So you know, very professional, sounded brilliant every night, and really cool, fun guys to hang about with. So yeah,
Okay.
impressed.
Okay. I have one tricky question for you.
Okay.
If Saor was a dish or a recipe, which one will fit the best?
If it was a dish or a
Recipe.
recipe,
Recipe, sorry for my accent.
I
I said it was tricky.
dish or a recipe. Haggis.
But there's too many vegetarians in your lineup for
Yeah.
that.
That makes me sad. I love steaks.
He keeps getting vegetarians in session musicians.
I pity you.
Oh yeah, it's sad. I don't know. Haggis was the first thing I thought of because it's a national dish, but of Scotland.
So maybe vegetarian haggis.
Vegetarian haggis, yes.
Oh my gosh, no.
Well, not for me personally, but I'm outnumbered, so I'll have to go with vegetarian haggis.
Okay. Last question. If you had to pick one guest musician for your next single or tour, who would you choose and why?
Ivor from Iceland. She's a Iceland. Sorry, she's from Faroe Islands. She's a sort of folk singer, and she does. I don't know if you know The Last Kingdom, the TV series. She does all that kind of stuff. She was on Vikings, the TV series. She did vocals on it, and I just love her voice. She's like one of the most famous kind of Faroese artists. So yeah, her definitely. It'll never happen, but we can hope.
Who knows?
We can hope.
We can hope, yeah.
So that was the last question from me. Thank you for your time. And do you have any last words for your French audience?
Yeah, we'll definitely be back in France very soon, and we have a lot of cool shows coming up next year.
And this year.
And this year, actually, yeah. We're playing in Rennes. We're playing with Emperor and Enslaved in Rennes. So yeah, there's loads of cool stuff coming up, and we'll definitely do some headline shows where we can do 1 hour plus sets of different material. So, and we always love coming to France. It's like a second home almost.
And next time you can try some wine.
Nah, Ella can try some wine. She likes wine. You know, I don't drink wine because it gives me a really bad hangover, so beer doesn't, so that's why I stick to beer.
It depends on how much beer you drink.
But it's not as bad as a wine hangover. There's levels of hangover. There's whiskey, wine, and then beer.
I don't agree with you.
Okay.
So, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Try to keep it quick
Yeah, no,
because I think you are tired.
Well, I'm fucking really tired.
Yeah.